Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. This video is going to cover the Father's Day endurance race at Pat's Acres Racing Complex in Canby, Oregon. I'm new to creating, so I tried to make this video as short as I could while taking over an hour's worth of video and cutting it down into something that you would actually want to watch. If you have any suggestions on how I can improve in the future, leave it in the comments below and click like on your way out. I'd really appreciate it. With that being said, thanks guys, and enjoy the video. This is Ian. We met last year as rookies, and when I saw this race required a minimum of 2 people on a team to compete, he was my first call. Ian's recently purchased his own kart, so that puts us in the pro category for today. Once all the teams arrived, we kicked off the drivers' meetings. There was a few changes to the way we were used to doing things in league nights. First, there's no qualifier, it's just a random draw for your kart, and wherever that was at on the grid is where you started. Everyone was on the track at the same time, so it was a mix of first-time drivers and guys who practically lived at the track. Each team must conduct at least 1 pit stop and 1 driver's change during the race. Once we got the rules, everyone drew their kart and settled in. I unfortunately drew a kart towards the back, so that meant bumper carts right from the beginning, get through the crowd, and survive that first lap. As soon as the green flag dropped, it was bumper cart city. As we got into turn 1, I tried to tuck into the inside as best as I could instead of getting pushed out to the no grip zone. Turn 2 is always a tricky one on the first lap, especially with a bunch of first-time drivers. That's usually where the spin outs and the accidents happen, so I try to give myself a little extra space to cut through a window in case one opens. Here on the backside of the track, coming into River 1, this is one of my favorite corners to take. It's a fast corner, coming into River 2. And if you set River 2 up, you've got a good entry into Carousel, which I struggled a lot with last year, but I seem to be able to make it work this year, and I've actually made up quite a bit of time there. Here on lap 2, this wasn't one of my proudest moments. I typically try to pass cleaner than this, but we were still stuck in a lot of traffic and I had a lot of space to make up. So sorry to the guy in blue. We ended up catching up to each other later in the race and we were able to use each other to push through a little bit, and he was in good spirits when it was all over. So no harm, no foul. So this was a little pass early on, a little more bumping and shoving than I'd like, but I had somebody behind me banging on the back of my cart and running over the candy canes just to get around me. I'm 5'11", almost 200 pounds, so it's already difficult enough as it is for me to keep up with the little people. So this cart in front of me continues to walk away for a little bit, and I catch her later when she gets stuck in traffic. A couple of laps later, I catch up to these guys. I set up a nice pass on the inside coming into turn 3, and then I start working on the guy in the black helmet in front of him. So I eventually got around the black helmet, and a couple laps later, remember this guy? He was a lot nicer with his pass than I was, so thank you for that, and we ended up working together for a few laps after this. He kept looking back at me, so I wasn't sure if he understood I was trying to work together. So coming up into turn 2, I made a move for a pass, which didn't work right away, but I was able to set it up coming into River 1, and I was able to get around him. I was able to stay in front of Blue for about a lap, but once we caught up to these karts, I didn't get a clean exit on the final corner, going into the front straight where it's important to have that good exit to build up your speed on the long straight. So I tried to get Blue to work together again. Again, I wasn't sure if he got what I was trying to say, so I just tried to stick with him for a while. After a few laps with Blue, we caught up to some traffic. I was able to set up the inside pass on this guy coming into turn 1, but we came up on a guy who was driving a lot slower, and I'm guessing it was because it was his first time on track, because what he did next didn't make any sense to me. Cut me off, spun me out, and I lost about 5 positions. After that spin out, I was able to make a couple places back, but I really wasn't able to do much with what little bit of time I had left. I needed to get off the track because Ian's turn was coming up. So one of the rules they changed was coming into pits we had to come to a complete stop at this first white line, get the all clear from this guy in the chair, and then get up to our teammate and make the swap.
Ride happy and no up top end. It's aggressive out there.
Well, that was it for my time in the kart. Now it's Ian's turn to see what he could make up. He's a lot more consistent than I am, so hopefully he's able to get us further up in the pack. I wasn't aware of this while I was on the track, but looking through the racing app, it looks like I had us in 4th place in our class at one time, but that spin out put us back in 9th. I got us back to 8th, and then Ian was able to make another pass, getting us into 7th in class, and I believe we were 12th overall. It was a lot of fun hanging out in the pits, watching the teams go by. I was trying to motivate Ian. I originally put our actual place of 7th on there, but I wanted to motivate him a little more, so I raced that off there and tried to show him that we were in 5th. I don't know if he could actually see it, but I was trying to get us on the podium.
Safely, just watch your feet.
7th in class. Good job. Well, you got us from 12th to 7th.
Oh, I thought I was going back.
Maybe you were. Well, you were in 6th.
Well, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, we finished 12th overall, 7th in our class. Had a lot of fun out there with Ian, and I can't wait to see these guys again at League Nights.